nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Have a seat. Roll call.
Nikki. Here. Sarah. Here. Phillips.
Here.
Mike.
Here.
John.
Here.
Page.
Here.
Lemmings.
Here.
Bass.
Here.
On the agenda, we have a lot of wordy ordinances tonight that really say a lot technically, but they don't say anything out loud. So I would entertain a motion that we entertain the ordinances this evening by title only. I think we can do a better job of explaining these, especially for the people who are watching online, better than we can do a job of reading them and just losing people in the wordiness.
So moved.
Second.
Is that the ones Nikki's got the budget?
All of
I
it.
think we have to read that one. Every line.
We've done it before.
We're not.
We have a motion and second to entertain the ordinances tonight by title only. And one thing that I don't think we have to change, because the sponsor was the one that was, by our procedural ordinance, the sponsor can change the wording of an ordinance. The item F on the agenda had some wording change to it, so that's just a matter of transparency. Any further discussion on agenda changes? Roll call vote on agenda changes.
Nikki.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Phillips.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Page.
Yes.
Lemmings.
Yes.
Bass.
Yes.
Do you entertain a motion to approve the minutes and financials?
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the minutes and financials. Any discussion? All in favor of approval signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That takes us up to county judge's comments, and I have a couple. First of all, there was a court hearing today in another county where their quorum court and their county judge are entangled in a legal battle against each other. And there have been a lot of counties who are having trouble this budget cycle because they used all these ARP funds to generate ongoing expenses. And it really makes me very, very proud of you guys. You guys have made some really tough decisions. You've disappointed people on the front side, but now you get to reap the rewards of that because we didn't put ourselves in a bad situation going forward. You get paid very little to do an excellent job. You always offer robust discussion. You can disagree till the ends of the earth, but you can do so respectfully that it's really an example of good government. And I thank you so much for being a model, in my opinion, a state model of how a good county government should operate. Thank you so much. And part of that county government that has been operating very effectively for 10 years is John Bradford. And this is going to be his last quorum court meeting. And I've got John a little plaque here. And we're going to have a little photo op, John. So.
Oh, I don't get to take a picture. I thought you were going to stand beside me.
Let's go up here. We'll get in front of the online cameras. That one doesn't look like it's on. Here we go, John.
He's chasing everybody.
So this plaque,
Okay, good.
All right.
thank you for 10 years of hard work and dedication. John Bradford, Justice of the Peace, District 6.
It's been a quick 10 years.
Speech. John, do you have any words of wisdom for us?
No, not really. Just ask questions.
There you go.
Be prepared to vote for things you don't really approve of, but you have to, so. Or you don't have to, but you'll have to.
Spirit of unity, right?
Yeah, right.
Do we have any department heads or elected officials that would like to address the court? Or court, do you have any questions for anyone in the audience?
I just want to say something. We're at the end of another year, and I just want to tell all you Quorum Court members, we do appreciate y'all. I do. I know we've had some rough goes of some things, and I just want y'all to know that I appreciate you. I appreciate all the hard work y'all do, and we don't always agree, but it means a lot to me to know that when we're sitting back here and y'all are trying to make a decision that's going to affect us and our employees, you ask us what our opinion is. And I don't know if you know what that means, but that means a great deal to know that we have a chance to say what we feel. And I just want y'all to know you do an amazing job. I think the world of each one of you. I don't know you yet, Bailey, and I'm going to miss John, but I just want you to know that, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you do, and I'm proud of the work y'all do for us and for the county. So that's what I just want to say.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Thank you. That, if we have no further comments, is going to take us along to new business. And our first ordinance, of course, is by title only. Is yours, Virgil?
Be enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Van Buren, State of Arkansas, an appropriation ordinance to be entitled Appropriation Ordinance to amend the original Appropriation Ordinance 2023-54, the annual operating budget for 2024, and to increase the projected revenue and appropriate monies from the sales tax to the appropriate budget.
Do I hear a motion to approve?
I move that we approve it as written.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the ordinance. Now, what this is, especially for those viewing online, because we didn't read it, it is upping the anticipation for different sales tax revenues because monies have to be appropriated before they can be dispersed. And this allows for the additional sales taxes to be dispersed. Any questions or discussion? Roll call vote.
Nikki,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Paige,
Yes.
Lemmings,
Yes.
Bass.
Yes.
O 2024-52.
Thank you. Our next ordinance is sponsored by Nikki Brown.
Okay, being enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Van Buren, State of Arkansas, an appropriation ordinance to be entitled, an appropriation ordinance to amend the original appropriation ordinance, Ordinance 23-54, the annual operating budget for 2024, to increase revenues and appropriate $9,577.43 into the maintenance fund number 0123-4002 buildings and appropriate $2,500 into line item number 1000-0123-2023 parts and repairs. I move we approve as written.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt this ordinance. Becky? Motion and second to adopt this ordinance. Is there any discussion? We're cleaning up ARP funds. We're zeroing out all of our ARP funds. Cleans it up. It appropriates the leftovers to be able to apply to the roof. And everything else that was appropriated into maintenance extra had a specific purpose attached to it and a bill attached to it, like the fire alarm system or air unit or another air unit. And this just covers the little $2,500 is just the actual working fund that went over from, and most of that was from air conditioner repairs.
Okay, now is this going to take care of the roof?
Yes, it's already done.
It's already done, but our fines, this takes care of all the fines.
Yes.
It's a great job.
Good job, y'all. Any further discussion? Roll call vote.
Nikki,
Yes.
Sarah, Phillips,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Paige,
Yes.
Lemmings,
Yes.
Bass.
Yes.
O 2024-53.
Thank you. And I don't know how luck worked out this way, but if you guys approve our next ordinance, it's going to have the same number as the budget ordinance last year.
We did that good then.
So, Nikki, would you like to read your next ordinance?
Okay, be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Van Buren, State of Arkansas, an appropriation ordinance to be entitled, and an ordinance to establish the annual operating budget for the calendar year of 2025. I move we approve as written.
Second.
We have a motion and a host of seconds to adopt this ordinance. Nikki, do you have any discussion?
Okay, yes, I have a lot that I would like to say, so I'll try to sort out my thoughts on this. I'm incredibly proud of this budget that we all worked to put together. And when I say we all worked to put together, it was the committee, it was the whole Quorum Court that came to different meetings, and it was also like Debbie thanking us. I want to thank the elected officials because the budget, for whatever reason, brings out a lot of emotions. We are all, and the reason that it does is because everyone in this room and everyone in this county actually cares. And so it's an emotional time. I'm very proud this year of the way that everybody worked together. I think that, back to what Dale said, I'm so proud of Van Buren County and the respect that I feel like we give each other even when we adamantly disagree. You know, there's kind of a funny memory of a year or two ago, we were going to have a Christmas party after the meeting, and after the meeting, we were all so mad at each other that we were just like, we don't want to have a meeting. But by January, you would have never known that we so adamantly disagreed and all was well. And so at the end of the day, if we didn't care, we wouldn't get all mad. I mean, you know, we wouldn't get so emotional. But even when we do disagree, we've got a job to do and you got to get it done. And I think that the budget, from where we sit, is our most important, you know, one of our most important things that we do. And so I'm proud of it. I'm proud how we all work together. I'm proud that we did make some tough decisions, especially with the insurance. That was scary. I think that was scary for us. I think that was scary for the employees. We're not far enough along that we know for sure how that works out, but potentially it sets us up to be even better financially in the future. I can also say that probably the best Christmas present that I will get this year was when I sat down to this updated treasurer's report, and the general fund now has $2.1 million in it. So last year we sat here and we thought, oh, we haven't given raises in, you know, a decade almost. Can we do it? Should we do it? Should we not? Virgil was like, sometimes you just got to do it. I mean, and I appreciate, because I needed that push, and I know that some of us did, and we did it. And I'm very proud of where we sit. Last year we ended at 1.8, and right now we sit at 2.1. And so we should all. It's just a proud. I'm proud of it, and I'm proud that everybody gave us the. Didn't give us too hard of a time of a flat budget cycle. Okay, that way we can ensure that this holds up. Could the bottom fall out? Yes, but is it a really good sign? Yes. And so thank you for allowing us to kind of roll with that plan, and I'm just thankful, and I appreciate how. I appreciate everyone on the committee, everyone on the court, all the elected officials. I think in the past, maybe we haven't always done the best job of communicating and working together, and I'm just very proud. So, proud to present this. Thank y'all.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want to say we're proud of our leader.
Thank you. Well, thank you. But couldn't have done it without y'all.
Yeah, the amount of hours she puts in it's unreal. I've always said the chair should get a little more money, but
Well, this is my Christmas. I'll take this present. I'll take this piece of paper. I'm not framing it. So.
All right, is there any more discussion? Roll call vote.
Nikki,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Paige,
Yes.
Lemmings,
Yes.
Bass.
Yes.
2024-54.
Mary, you have the next ordinance.
Being enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Van Buren, State of Arkansas, an emergency appropriation ordinance to be entitled, an emergency ordinance to approve a new fund, number 1002, Employee Insurance Fund, to appropriate monies into the county general and to transfer as follows into the new fund: $23,968 for the capital payment and $563,641.04 for the first 6 months of payment for the budget year of 2025, to approve the opening of a new checking account and authorization for ACH transfers of the new account for the Van Buren County Health Fund at First Service Bank. I move we accept. That is.
We have a motion and a second to adopt this ordinance. What this is doing is setting up the framework for the self-insured plan that the county has chosen to go to.
I had a quick question. On the total amount of the 587, is that proposed to come from reserve? Like, where will that?
That money is that is the budget money for the first 6 months of next year that is already in the budget for health insurance.
Okay, so that's already, okay, just making sure, okay, great.
What we'll do is my office will write a check from each budget for health insurance.
Okay.
And give it to Misty, and then Misty will put that in here and in this new account.
Okay.
And this way we won't have to reappropriate every month.
So it's not like it's gonna be one check, it's gonna come, okay, that was my question, okay.
So how are the meetings going with the new insurance company? And they met with the individuals, right? Good?
I would like for the other offices to answer that if y'all wouldn't care. What did you think of them? The initial meetings, the open enrollment meetings.
The only thing I was disappointed in is that we did find out after all that Ozark Health was not in plan. They are working on trying to get back into Aetna.
Ozark Health they had already started the framework. It was already in place. They're going to be in the Aetna plan January 1.
You say, I believe I asked that question to that guy that one day.
They're supposed to be trying to get it. Because I asked my doctor this week when I went if he was in it. He is because of Conway, they're part of Conway Regional. But he said Ozark Health isn't, but they are working. I said, yeah, we heard that they're working on.
That should fly without a hitch. The approvals have already been taken care of as far as what I've understood. They were actually moving to be in the Aetna network before we went Aetna. Any further questions or discussion?
I will say, and I don't know if you might answer this question. They did say that the nursing home will not take a patient. Now, I don't know if when the hospital gets this straightened out, if they will then, but I have a friend that works up there that does the nursing home enrolls and stuff, and she said they will not take an Aetna patient. But that may change when the hospital gets their stuff.
Right. That will change when they're on the network. But that's one of the beauties of having a county hospital like Ozark Health. No matter what insurance this body chooses to go with, they're pretty much obligated to accept it. So they'll be a part of it, join the network. Any more discussion? Good job, guys. Roll call vote.
Nikki?
Yes.
Sarah? Yes. Phillips?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Paige?
Yes.
Lemmings?
Yes.
Bass?
Yes.
2024-55.
Thank you. Our next ordinance is sponsored by Becky.
Being enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Van Buren, State of Arkansas, an appropriation ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to transfer and appropriate within certain budgets to distribute payouts to county employees who waived county-provided insurance. I make a motion we approve this.
Motion and a second to adopt this ordinance. Pam, would you care to explain for those viewing online what is covered in this ordinance?
This is for the salaries. The money has to be moved from health insurance to salaries so we can pay out employees that did not take our county health insurance. They're 75% payout.
Per policy.
Yes,
That's
per
in
policy.
That's in
Yes.
place. Thank you. Any questions?
Is that gonna be each month? You're gonna pay out people that don't participate? Pam, you gonna pay that out each month to them, or just
Well, that's paid out at the end of the year.
end of the year still? Okay.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote.
Nikki?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Paige?
Yes.
Lemmings?
Yes.
Bass?
Yes.
O 2024-56.
Thank you. Sarah, you're up next.
Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Van Buren, State of Arkansas, an appropriation ordinance to be entitled, an appropriation ordinance to transfer and appropriate within the Sheriff's Office budget, line item 1000-400, and the Detention Center budget, line item 1000-418.
Do I have a motion for approval?
Second.
We have a motion and a second for approval of the ordinance. Any discussion? It's moving monies around within the sheriff's office budget that's already been appropriated, just moving them into the proper line items for payments to be made.
From line item to line item.
Yes, sir. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Nikki?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Paige?
Yes.
Lemmings?
Yes.
Bass?
Yes.
O 2024-57.
Thank you. Any public comments? Anything else before we adjourn? Do I hear a motion to adjourn? Do I hear any opposed?